To up 20 happy years.
Alright, good morning, y'all. It is Sunday, fucking July 28th here in Dallas, Texas. I'm Sergio,
I'm Joe.
I'm Nick.
and you're listening to The Rest Area.
So what's going on, guys? Welcome back.
What kind of week y'all had? Both of y'all. Was it good, bad,
Pretty
trash?
decent week.
Man,
Just working.
I only got to work like one day out of this week.
Yeah, it was trash work.
Dude, yeah, it was a
And
trash
that,
week.
that was a bad day too. That you worked.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
was.
So let them know what happened to you, Sergio, when we were going on that trip.
Okay, so we're driving from Odessa to Cotula, Texas, is just south of San Antonio. I don't remember hitting anything, anything crazy like on the road, enough to where I had to like get off and be like, oh shit, I better check this out. But I did notice that my fuel was running out a little bit, quicker than usual, and by the time I got to the gas station, I started pumping fuel, and then I heard like a whoosh, like just like a rush of liquid, falling down or whatever. And I thought maybe I didn't put the fuel nozzle all the way in, but as soon as I checked, the fuel tank. First of all, the fuel tank is not, it's not metal anymore.
It's plastic.
Like all these car companies are doing everything they can to conserve fuel.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably changed it from metal to plastic.
You should do aluminum or some shit. But
And-
they're trying to cut costs, low key.
Yeah, and I did everything possible in order to, in order to stop the fuel from coming down, but it didn't help.
Mm-hmm.
And so we ended up having to leave it there. And now they think it's like my fault, but hey.
Yeah, Jose was telling me that he thinks that you probably hit something like pretty big for it to cause that kind of damage. Because he said it tore up everything in the bottom.
Really?
Yeah, so.
What?
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, he was just saying, he told me everything. I don't know what he means by that exactly, but yeah, they're thinking you hit some like crazy ass shit on the road.
No, I didn't, because I have a clean record. I've never wrecked any of their trucks,
Mm-hmm.
and if I did, I'd let them know.
Yeah. For sure.
Your truck just pre-came. Busted.
Honestly,
I'm about to bust.
honestly, that fuel tank is so exposed that I wouldn't be surprised if it happened to anyone else.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
leaked their nudes.
And what happened to the truck? Did y'all leave it
They
there?
towed it.
Yeah,
Towed
yeah.
it?
We
Well,
ended up,
Maria towed it.
Okay.
I had to empty out the fuel tank as much as possible
Mm-hmm.
before we left, because I didn't want that shit dripping everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I saved them a fucking EPA
Lawsuit.
ticket. Like anything that has to do with the EPA, they're gonna charge them a lot
What's
of money.
EPA?
EPA, the
EPA.
Environmental Protection Agency.
Mm-hmm. EPA.
EPA.
You remember that from the Simpsons movie?
Oh.
EPA. Yeah, they call it EPA, but it's EPA. It's a real
the
thing.
fucking dome thing, right?
Yeah, the dome.
Since I am certified, since I'm certified in refrigeration, if I catch someone intentionally leaking refrigerant into the atmosphere because it's so damaging,
You slap
I
'em.
can report it,
Oh.
and they'll give me like 10 grand.
Damn.
Fuck yeah. That's-
Hey, report me, and we'll split it.
Hey.
no, because they'll charge you like 20 grand.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
so you lose.
10 grand.
Fuck. But you'll gain 5. You'll gain 5.
We ended up just talking about everything, me and Joe.
Mm-hmm.
While
Yeah, we were talking about there's nothing else to talk about on the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, dude, you talked for 8 hours.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, you
we
did.
got all the talking out of us.
Yeah, for sure.
I heard you talking through my headphones and everything.
I was asleep. I was trying to sleep at least. They're really uncomfortable trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
No,
bro.
but that was a good idea with the back headrest,
Flipping it.
Yeah,
I've been doing that since
or
forever.
you guys just took them off, and it gives it room to have.
Yeah, it's because we're tall. Like, if we want to use our neck pillow,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it gets
we moving?
well. That's in my shoulder blades. Like
bro,
It
the
helps
things
for
in
me.
my shoulder blades. Like it's in behind my neck.
for
like,
me, it's right on my neck.
no, you know when you squat and you put the bar on that certain spot on your
Mhm.
back. That's where the headrest is at for me.
Oh.
Yeah, so it sucks.
My fucking lower back was killing me.
Mine
man.
too.
It was a Ram that we're driving. Yeah.
Did you guys end up going anywhere far?
I went everywhere close.
No, everything was pretty close this week.
Was it,
The
Yeah,
farthest was that Cotula trip that we did.
Yeah,
That was the farthest.
bro?
down
I'm
south.
tired of that dude taking vacations, our dispatcher or whatever.
Mhm.
Or
Our
dispatcher.
dispatcher's
He- he-
dispatcher.
Yeah.
he's not our dispatcher.
Nah, he just gets
Our
he just gets the
dispatcher.
orders.
Just
Gives all the
dispatcher.
orders, and he's always taking a vacation.
Mhm.
Like, dude,
I mean, when you make the money he makes, probably do it all the time.
Yeah. If we make this much money, imagine how much he makes, because he's kind of Jose's boss.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
he
for
has
sure.
to be banking.
yeah.
I bet he is a Raptor.
Nah,
You don't think so?
maybe. I'm just gonna be jealous how much.
Raptor,
Shut up.
bro, that truck is all right. Not so great.
What's
about
better?
it. A diesel.
Okay, yes, that's better. But what's better as far as like F-150s?
Unless you're literally gonna go off-roading, there's no point to it.
Yeah, you can say fuel. It's a V6 twin turbo engine.
I don't care.
You don't want to say fuel? Well, feeling
Well,
badass.
I'd rather save money on a payment. You know, 'cause
Oh.
that truck costs way too damn much.
Yeah, but you're not gonna buy that truck when you don't have the money to afford it.
People do.
Yeah, people do.
People still buy it anyway. People buy lots of cars that they can't afford.
Yeah, but my philosophy,
That's
my
called
philosophy
life,
is
baby.
if you can't afford to maintain it, don't buy it. If you struggle with the
People
payments,
do it
don't buy
anyways.
it.
Because they don't want to buy a used car.
But Joe's saying that's his.
Yeah, that's
motto.
me. Yeah, that's me. Like
Well,
I would never
or
buy. If I wanted to hold myself, then I would buy it right now, and I could buy it and afford it. But I would not be able to go out to eat or
Hey,
anything.
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it.
That's your old philosophy, right?
Do it. Fuck it.
Do it.
Fuck
Buy
it.
2 of them.
Hey, bro. You can live in that hole.
Yeah, I went to go check one out a while back, like 2 years ago.
Mhm.
They were selling it for 22 grand. It was an old one, the V8 ones, the
Yeah.
6.2 liters, and like I could afford the payments back then. My credit wasn't even that good at the time,
Mm-hmm.
but he was talking about it was gonna be like 480 something, and then my interest was gonna be like 4 something as well. So I was like,
How big of an engine was it? Is it
6.2.
Dude, that's like a V8.
It's
There's
a
no
V8?
way. There's no way that that's a V6.
No, I literally just said that was the old V8
but,
version.
But what's the V6 version? How
The-
big is that one?
I don't know.
I know those are like slightly more efficient.
Let me see. It's a lot more efficient, and
Yeah.
they're aluminum bodies too, so
Mm-hmm.
they actually do pretty good on gas.
Hey, so, what got you interested in sports and stuff?
In sports,
Since when? Like, how old were you?
well, I guess I didn't get interested in it, but people made me interested in it just because, like, damn, dude, you big as fuck, go play football.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I guess it got annoying that like people were telling me, oh, you ball, and it was like my whole life I did it. I didn't play football until 7th grade, so
Yeah.
it took like most people started in Pee Wee. So
I started playing in 6th grade.
it took me forever to like get into it. I mean, I would play football with my friends like in the lot,
Mm-hmm.
and we would tackle the shit out of each other in this lot. Like we would just throw the ball to like the opposite side of this lot, and we would just tackle the shit out of each other.
Mhm.
And I remember, okay, and I actually remember right now what got me into football. This guy we used to play with, my friend's stepdad. He was a short guy. He was probably like 5'5", 5'4",
Mm-hmm.
200 pounds. He was kind of big too. But he'd be our quarterback. Like, back then you just have a quarterback that played both sides.
Yeah.
And we started playing tackle with him. And I remember he caught the ball, and then I went to go tackle him. I broke his rib.
Jesus.
I was a 6th grader, and I broke this grown man's ribs. Yeah, and then he had went to the hospital. And all
How
that
big were
shit.
you in 6th grade?
I was like 5'11".
Oh, that's why.
It's crazy how fragile people's bones are.
Yeah.
If you drink like a lot of soda, like
Mhm.
sodas are really bad for you because it flushes out like all your nutrients, and
like
all
with the
that
calcium.
yeah, everything, and it just makes your bones fragile.
I have dinosaur bones.
But what happens a lot is, say if I go to like a barber shop or even if I'm working, or whenever I used to work in the diesel field, someone will start talking to me about like Cowboys and like stats, and
Mhm.
they'll be talking for like 5 minutes, and I'll be like, dude, I don't watch football.
Dude, I have no idea what you're
Yeah, I have no idea what you're
Well,
talking about.
the best way to get into that
then-
shit is
Start watching.
no, betting on it, betting your money on it, because you'll learn real quick. Like you don't want to lose your money. Like I have a buddy who he's not into sports at all, but he loves making money, and if
I
you're
think everybody does.
if you're really precise, well, he loves making money by gambling. If you're really precise on like what teams you bet on and stuff like that, you can make like it's a side business because he's made like $300 in a day off that shit.
Mhm.
So and he was never a sports guy. At
Well,
least
if you're playing fantasy football, right?
fantasy football or DraftKings stuff, which is like
They,
MLB.
hey, but they used to do this thing at work where, they would all play fantasy football. I was about to say Final Fantasy football. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, Final Fantasy
Yeah.
football.
Fantasy football. So, anyways, whoever won that year, like they get like a big ass like wrestling belt.
Mhm.
Like they had like one custom made.
And they get a kiss.
Fantasy football king, or I don't know what it said, but it was something like that.
So, what's the most you've ever made, like gambling?
Bro, I don't like gambling. It's
$40.
What about you, Sergio? What's the most you ever made?
I spent $100 and I got pissed, and then I never did it again.
When I played blackjack the other month, I made like 230 profit,
Damn.
So I was 280 up total, but like 230 profit. And I remember I got really greedy and started making like the whole reason I got to that point was I was making little bets, little tiny bets, like $10, $5, and then I started doing $40 bets, and I started losing all my money because I was trying to get. I remember I was trying to get to 300. I was like, "Fucking, let me get even, go home."
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
And then you started trying to break even.
And then I started trying to break even, and I ended up. I had took it at $100, and I had only spent like 60, I think, and then I had to pull out that last 40, and I lost that 40 too. So
the house always wins.
The most I won was $100. I went into it was like a little casino off the highway, and I had $1. I literally put in the machine, made $10, did 2 more bets, and then I had the thing where it's like, oh, you match these cards and you get that amount, and then I got $100. Dude, I was like, I love gambling.
Did you keep gambling or you left?
No, I left out of that.
There's a really interesting article about gambling. They have like facial recognition, things in their machines.
Okay.
So the more that you play, like the more that they'll hook you up. But I gotta show you guys later. I just briefly read through it, but that's one of the strategies that they use in order to like make money. Hooked up with like say hotels,
hotel rooms, buffets, and all
hotel
that
rooms.
shit.
Dude, those buffets are good. Have you been to a casino buffet?
The one we went to,
It wasn't that good.
We stopped
Horrible.
in Vegas. It was at the Majestic Hotel, and like that whole floor, they have like a whole floor of like food and shit. And we went to the buffet section. What was it, early or late?
No, it was pretty late. Me and Nick killed the drive to Las Vegas. It was like 17 and a half.
18 hours.
Or 18 hours. And we did it. We didn't sleep, so we did it straight. We stopped a lot, but we didn't sleep. And we got there, and then we called Jose. He was like, hey, I'm like 6 hours behind y'all or 8 hours behind y'all. Just go ahead and like chill in the trucks. And I was talking to Nick like, hey, bro, let's look for a hotel. We're not finna stay in these trucks for 8 hours. So we found a cheap ass hotel. We get it,
$38
and then we haven't eaten in like forever. It took us. So we're just like, once we check in, let's get all our shit in there and let's go get some food. And so we couldn't even wait to leave. So we ended up just going to the buffet for breakfast.
Yeah.
And it was like 11 already or some shit like that. But we hadn't eaten since like the day before or something for some reason.
Dude,
we didn't want to stop.
Dude, we're like
Passing out. Yeah, we're passing out.
I couldn't work the console they had. I had to get Joe to do it for me because I was like, my blood sugar was so low.
Yeah, he was like trying to fuck with the machine. All you had to do was push like enter voucher or something, and then you put your number in, and boom, like you get it. But they couldn't like do it, so I had to do it for him.
I couldn't see straight.
Damn.
Yeah, so then we got this food. It looked amazing, at least.
It looked good.
It looked really good, and then so I got like 2 plates of this shit, and then like my first bite in, I was like, this tastes like booty hole.
It was breakfast.
How do you know what booty hole tastes like?
Because
it was breakfast, but like 10, 20 minutes into it, it's like changed to lunch.
Yeah.
It was like a little bit better, but not by much.
and it was expensive too.
Yeah,
It was like $30.
It was $30 each or something.
I heard the Caesar's Palace buffet is
Yeah,
one
I've
of the
heard
best
that's
ones.
worth it.
That's what I heard, and it's like a ridiculous amount of money to like get into it.
What's
I think
$70?
it's like 70 or 80
$70.
bucks.
70. But it's high quality ass food. It's like like if you love seafood, they have like the best seafood.
I feel like you're not even gonna eat anywhere near $70 worth of food.
Well,
Yeah,
seafood
negative.
alone is expensive.
Is it?
Yeah, seafood super. Like for crab, you're gonna pay $25 for one crab.
Really?
Yeah.
You could take like a trench coat and like have like a lot of takeout.
No, and they have like bottomless mimosas there and shit like that. Like, and it comes it comes with the
buffet.
with the package that you get.
Okay.
So it's definitely worth the money. But yeah, when I watched videos on YouTube about it, it was always like raving their seafood and shit like that. And I love seafood for the most part.
If I had like 2 crabs right here, would you know how to cook them right now?
Cook them? I mean, I would just know to boil them. That's it. And then,
I've seen YouTube videos.
but not.
I wouldn't know how to cook seafood. Like seafood's like the one thing I don't know.
Literally, you just boil it and throw like spices, like Cajun spices.
No, you got to take off their shell. Well, actually, you know
Obviously, you don't.
you boil them first.
Yeah.
Or you take them out of the freezer and then.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, so if they're
So
alive,
you go to the store.
no, listen, you go to the store.
So you
use
work,
your
you
credit
get the
card.
money, and then you have to buy them and then refrigerate them.
So first you find a job.
No, well, if they're still alive, you have to put them like in the freezer for like a little bit so they'll like,
Oh,
stop.
Okay.
So they'll stop squirming.
Stop moving and shit.
And then that way you can put them into
Well,
like
most people
the
just throw them
boiling
hoes in the pot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Head
they,
first,
they
though.
move a lot and they almost like jump out.
Yeah, I've
So-
seen that. I've seen like
I just grab with my hand and put them in with my hand in the boiling pot.
yeah.
But that shit's nasty. Like the way that they peel them.
It's like
They take off the shell of the crab.
I feel like it's
Have
too
y'all
much- too
eaten
much
seafood
work.
like that?
No.
Have you?
I've eaten like
at
crab
Mile
legs.
Job, they took us to Papa Dough.
Mhm.
Papa Do's.
Yeah, Papa Dough.
Oh, I remember you told me that for Veterans Day.
Yeah, for like Veterans Day, and
What'd you get?
And they said like, hey, get whatever you want, and I'm like, all right,
I
cool.
got macaroni.
No,
And
macaroni and cheese,
Yeah, macaroni.
and a little
cheese
kids
sounds
drink.
Yeah.
Anyways, I ordered those snow.
good. Snow crab.
No, king crab.
King crab.
King crab legs.
Long ass shit, yeah.
Those are
they're
really
this long.
expensive. They're $30.
And no, that was way more expensive.
Well, that's like the base price.
it was 4 legs for like $60 or $70.
Shit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And that's not even like a lot of meat.
No, it's not. But have you like if you crack them right, it like comes out beautiful, like a long like 6-inch strip of just crab meat, and you dip it in the butter, and then all the like all the seasoning and shit. Oh, it's amazing.
You know what? I want to try
that's crazy.
uni.
You want to try what?
Oh,
sea
yeah,
urchin?
yeah, I've seen that.
Sea urchin.
Yeah.
Don't they make dips out of that?
Yeah, they do. I found a couple of sushi places around here that actually sell it. I've been wanting to go try it.
I also wanted to bring up how, how has your taste in women changed over time? This is completely random, but hey,
Well, I guess taste
'Cause-
and taste.
because I'm thinking about snacks.
Flavor.
Is that what we call women
Yeah.
nowadays? We call them snacks.
They look like a snack.
Okay.
You got snacks. You got meals.
You look like a buffet.
You got a buffet.
You look like a buffet.
You're all that and a bag of chips.
Mm,
Never
that's
heard
like
of
the
that?
60s.
See,
Nah.
it's just that, but updated.
Yeah, you're all that in a bag of chips. I'm gonna tell that to a girl next
Let me
time.
let me get some fries with that shit.
I'm
type shit.
gonna go in the DMs like that. You're all that in a bag of chips. And she's gonna block me.
Like usual.
Oh, I saw a podcast earlier this week with
Mhm.
I don't know if you know Theo Vaughn and Brendan Schwab, but anyway, they were talking. They got a question from this girl, and she was actually from Dallas, Texas, and she sent like a video of like her titties and shit, and she had like big old like double D's, and she was saying, "What are you guys, like an ass or a tit man or whatever?"
Mm-hmm.
And she like I don't know. The video is very weird to like just post, but
Yeah.
anyway, their answer was basically what I would have answered as well.
Mhm.
That like if you see a girl with big boobs and no ass, when she's walking towards you, you're gonna be like, oh hell yeah, that's badass.
I love
And
girls.
then she turns around, you're gonna be super disappointed she has no ass. Like you're just gonna be like, like.
I love girls with a big ass personality.
I was getting to that part, bro.
Man, you stole Joe's joke.
No, but honestly, I think intelligence is a lot more sexier than anything
Well,
else.
yeah, for sure.
sure.
Like you don't want to talk to a girl and then
Like that.
you have to explain yourself to
that
her.
initial attraction's fine, but like once you get past that, it's like,
Mhm.
what are you about? Like,
There's
can
no
you hold a conversation?
There's no substance in there or whatever they talk about. But yeah.
Yeah, like
it's just the way I
if there's no
like it.
substance, like it's boring. It's like, all right. Well,
My biggest turn off, and I didn't know this until someone pointed it out for me, but it's
Their nose.
noses.
Noses?
Noses. And I didn't know it, but like every time he would ask me, "Oh, what do you think of her?" I would be like, "Damn, her nose is trash." And so I was like, and then he was like, "Bro, what's up with you and noses? Like, what are you talking about?" And then I noticed every single girl, like, yeah, it's something about their nose.
Yeah.
So you got a nose fetish.
Not a fetish. I don't like. hey, girl, send me a picture. Send me a video of you breathing through
your
the
nose.
nostrils.
Let me see that nostril flare.
That's also what I was talking to Joe about. Another thing that I noticed about females is their scent. Some females will actually
Damn, girl,
like,
you
stink.
musty.
Has,
Damn, girl, you musty.
has it happened to you guys? Where
Yeah,
you-
for sure. It's,
Like you just like get a whiff of them and you're like, damn, you stink. But of course, you say it in your head.
Yeah.
You don't say it out
Yeah.
loud.
Hey,
of course.
girl, bring your little musty ass over here.
No, hell no.
no, I've definitely experienced that. Like, where it's like, oh, I really like the way she smells,
Mhm.
and like, she hasn't like
Yeah, it
put, like,
makes you more
perfume or
attracted to
something on.
her.
And like, girls have told me there's like I really really like the way you smell.
Really? I just farted. You like eggs?
Well, I was telling Joe how our scent, our pheromones carry our our DNA
Mhm.
somehow, and females will like smell it. And,
I'm walking around
and-
my
and-
arms just up.
and they're either
See who I attract.
they're either attracted to it or they're not. And I told you about that documentary, The Science of Sex Appeal, right?
Yeah, you've told me.
Where they do that experiment where a bunch of dudes are like running in there,
Oh,
like
in a shirt and everything.
and they get all sweaty, and they put it in a jar,
Yeah.
and they get a bunch of females to like smell those shirts, and they'll rate them.
Mhm.
So if it's really attractive to one, it could be unattractive to another.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's
It's a biological thing.
They make smoothies and they make them taste their sweat.
Cállate el hocico.
You're disgusting. You sweat.
And
Warm
that should be a show. You know how they have these
Fear
Love
Factor?
Love Island. No. Like these Love Island shows, like where like you have to take certain tests and see who's compatible with each other and shit like that.
I feel like there is shows like that. I feel like there would be like it'd be
Next.
like a Japanese show or some shit.
Yeah. Well, there's everything over
Are you
there.
talking about next?
Next.
Next.
Bro,
Bro,
the
that show was so
funniest
fucked
shit.
They
up.
hold them
They
so
would fucking walk
hard.
off the bus.
Yeah,
and
they'll
they're
be like, next.
and I'm like, oh my god, imagine how devastating that shit is. Just fucking next.
They would just see me get up and the bus move and be like, next.
You see the bus.
Yeah,
rock.
they see the bus rock. Next. But I didn't want to go anyway.
Hey, like, hey, she really missed out.
Yeah, man, I could have been the one for her, but oh well.
Oh, those always fucking
Dude,
kill me.
their haircuts were always so trash though.
It was
the
like
guys.
2000. That's
Yeah,
why.
I never realized how scripted that show was,
Everybody's
bro.
wearing baggy shit. And
Yeah.
everything.
Really scripted.
Dude, that whole so scripted. I saw a video on
Mhm.
Twitter about it, and I was like, "What the fuck? Did I think this shit was real?" That one and the one with the boyfriend, where they try to get the parents are trying
Oh yeah.
to get, the
fucking-
parents don't like the boyfriend
Yeah,
the,
they'll do
or the
like-
girlfriend.
And then they'll bring like a different guy in or something
Mhm.
What the fuck?
for them
Mhm.
to date.
That's weird.
I forgot the name. It was on MTV. Yeah, so they would go through like 3 other people and they would date, but they'd be like so like scripted.
How old were you at this point?
I was probably 9 or 10.
Remember that show, fucking Wife Swap?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wife's help.
That
I wonder
shit's-
if they get to bang him.
No,
No.
they don't.
Not at all.
I mean, you never know. No, that show is totally.
Yeah, it was so
Totally
scripted.
It was all
Have you seen the one with the little kid?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm leaving for. What does he say? You'll
I
never
think-
see me around here again.
Yeah, because the mom was like taking like food out of the fridge, like
yeah,
"No, I
all the
can't eat all
unhealthy
this."
shit. Yeah, all the unhealthy shit. And he was packing his little bag.
You can't treat me like this.
Yeah, it
You
was
know-
his chili bowl haircut.
Yeah.
I've been watching like the Gordon Ramsay show.
Which
wh-
one?
What is it
He has
called?
like, he has 1,000.
Kitchen Nightmares.
Oh, okay.
Dude, it's the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
If you've noticed, it's like it's a shitty restaurant. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Mhm.
And then once Gordon Ramsay shows them like the new menu,
Yeah.
They revamped the whole.
it ends up the same way. You
No,
know,
yeah,
like
'cause-
they're always having trouble. They can't get
Mhm.
the orders right.
Because it's
It's
still
like-
like the same people doing just like more like complicated shit almost.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that he goes like and helps for the show basically.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, like, it doesn't help at all.
But speaking of food, you know, who's your role model and what got you into cooking?
Well, my dad got me into cooking because he's been a chef since I can remember.
My dad too.
And
For real? Shut up. You lying?
what dad?
Yeah, he's right here. Say hi, Dad.
Oh, there he's right here.
Oh no, yeah, he's right here next to me.
Okay, you guys are being weird.
Because never mind.
Because I don't have a dad. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Bro,
I'm gonna start crying on the podcast.
What was I saying?
You know that your dad was your inspiration for cooking.
Oh yeah. Because he's been cooking since I remember. And when I was younger, I didn't want to bother like my parents to like make me food, so I started like making eggs in the microwave or something.
yeah, damn, what?
Yeah, you can do that.
Can you?
It,
Yeah.
it comes out like McDonald's eggs.
Yeah.
They're super fluffy
But,
and shit.
Then I started learning how to use the stove and everything to start cooking since I was like 10 maybe a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
So I've been cooking ever since. So then when I got the job at the Alamo Draft House,
Yep.
like that's when I really like started like developing my cooking
Passion.
skills,
Oh,
like my knife skills, like everything,
Mhm.
like to like recipes, shit like that.
you should get a knife tattooed on your.
Oh, me and my dad are actually gonna get a.
Because you already have two, right? Or
Yeah.
two.
So-
Where are they? Where are they at?
They're over here.
Oh yeah, you have two.
So I'm gonna get a chef knife with my dad,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna get it like right here. It's me dope. Can't wait for that.
Mhm.
What about you? Like, did you ever get into cooking?
Hell no.
No. What? How long
mean-
have you been on your own? When did you move out?
Fuck, I don't know. 18.
You were young, so like you never like learned to cook
Well, I
for
mean,
yourself.
they fed us in the military. They just.
I know,
fed
but
us
when you
in
left the
ours.
military too, you were on your own. Still no.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So you just never.
Like I would just like eat out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
You know.
Well, you mean
or I would make like simple meals like
sandwiches, cereal.
Okay, so I was in California for 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that I moved to Arizona to go to school. And that
Yeah.
was like 2 years. I would make like simple things like noodles or eggs,
Okay.
and nighttime, and because I don't eat that much,
Mm.
I could live off of like 1 or 2 meals a day, or maybe less.
Like not too. Well, kind of recently, like you made a really good ceviche,
Oh yeah, ceviche.
and like it's like filled with like almost everything I hate, but it was really fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What don't you like?
Everything in it, like
Tomatoes,
the
onions.
tomatoes, onions, the nopal. Is that nopal?
No, it was cucumbers.
Yeah, I hate cucumbers.
You hate cucumbers?
Yeah,
Dude,
he
I
takes
hate
them out his
That's
ramen.
crazy.
Yeah,
At 10 ramen.
yeah,
Oh, shit.
Nick gives me his
yeah.
cucumbers.
But that was actually good as fuck.
Oh, nice.
Surprising. That was like
It was a
what
bunch
the
of
fuck?
lime juice too, right? You put a lot
Yeah,
on
to
Yeah.
top.
cook the fish, right?
I followed the recipe exactly like my friend Carla told me how to do it.
Yeah.
Because her husband was the one who makes it,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. I just followed directions,
Mhm.
you know,
What
and
about-
just cut everything really fine,
Mhm.
and you know, along with the shrimp.
Yeah, dude, it was good. It
Yeah.
was really good. What about you, Joe?
Mm,
Is there anything like?
well, I had to learn how to cook
Yeah.
because my mom was a single mom, and so she worked a lot, and I would get dropped off at home from another person,
Mm-hmm.
whether it was like a family member, or a ride, or some shit. So I
Yeah.
would always have to like just cook from whatever I could find. So it was always like little shit. It was nothing ever big, but I mean, I'm not the greatest cook right now, but I can definitely cook. And I've had like my friends tell me,
Yeah.
like, damn, bro, I don't know you can cook, and it'll be like the simplest shit. And I'm like,
Mhm.
damn, I guess because we just had different
Upbringings
childhoods.
and shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
so they always had like someone cooking for them. Like my tia, she lived with us for a while. She'd always cook like eggs and
Mhm.
pozole and shit, and not pozole, like menudos and shit like that. And I hate menudo.
You hate me?
And
I love
I hate
menudo.
menudo.
I love menudo.
And then during the summer too, they'd be cooking like fucking sopas, and
I
I'm
like hot ass shit.
yeah, dog, I don't want that shit. Like I'm gonna make something else.
During
Mhm.
the summer, right? too?
Yeah. Oh my god, it was the worst. And then like I remember our fucking power went out for like 10 days,
Mhm.
and it was like the middle of summer.
As soon after you ate the menudo. so
No,
you couldn't cool off for like 10 days.
Well, the power went out, bro, and it was hot as shit. And it wasn't summer yet. It was like getting to summer. It was like the last couple weeks of school,
Mhm.
and I would get home, I would walk around the house with like in my like tidy whities and shit because
Yeah.
how hot it was, and it legit took 10 days to get power back.
Jesus,
Yeah,
dude.
man, it was bad.
I'm surprised you didn't just come stay with us.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it was during school and shit, so
Mhm.
I had to, you know,
I
go to school the
remember
next day.
whenever you'd come over to sleepover, I'd always like just make us food.
Yeah.
Even
yeah.
now, it's still
Yeah,
like
even
that.
now you make like breakfast.
That's because like I really like cooking.
Mm-hmm.
To-
I've learned to cook a bunch of different stuff like Asian food, a little bit of Italian. It's like, of course, Mexican food. That's just like that. Mexican food is like my basis.
Yeah. Well, that's easy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Have you been here in the morning whenever Nick cooks? Like, he's making waffles, omelets.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't
Uh,
cooked an omelet for me in a long time, but probably. I think the last time he came over, we had like French toast.
Yeah, I'll make like French toast,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Mom makes some really good French toast.
When I went
Easy.
to Oklahoma, I cooked for everyone over there.
Mm-hmm.
At the friend group.
You make
I
a
don't,
really good steak.
I don't know if anyone heard. Yeah, I wanted to make
It's
steak over there. Shut up.
Yeah.
I wanted to make steak over there,
Yeah.
but it wasn't cost
Mm.
efficient.
Hey,
Okay.
I don't think you've told our listeners about your story. You and Rachel, you guys got stranded outside your house, and you wanted to send a.
Oh yeah. So, when we were kids, like I said, my mom would be
Yeah,
at
that's
work, and we'd get dropped off at the house. And so Rachel, she's my older sister. She would have the key to the
Yeah.
house. I didn't have a key at the time. So we would get home and we'd open the door, and the ride would wait for us to open the door and shit, and she'd leave. So Rachel pretended to open the door, and so she was like, okay, she would buy at the lady, but Rachel didn't have the key on her. She
What
lost
the
it.
hell?
Yeah, so Rachel like
Why would
waved,
she do that?
I don't know. Rachel waved bye at the lady, and the lady left, and then like she like walked in, like took fake footsteps to go in.
Like some fucking GTA walk into a wall shit.
Yeah, like just her forehead was on it, and then so she left. She's like, "Oh no, Joe, it's okay. We'll go into the back." So we go into the back, and that house locked too. So we're just like we had to wait there for maybe.
Yeah, I had no
Worst
phone
ca-
at this point.
No, we had we had no cell phones. It was back in like the early 2000s,
Mhm.
and so worst case scenario, we were gonna wait there about 4 hours for my mom.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and it was super hot because this room that we were in, it was all glass,
Mhm.
like all glass panels.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
so the sun was just like mirroring
over in Oak
in
Cliff,
all the
right?
in Oak Cliff,
It was
Yeah.
a sunroom.
and it was so hot. And then I remember Rachel started writing a letter to our mom, and she was writing a letter like, "Hey mom, we're here outside, we're stranded. I'm here with Joe. Hey Joe, write down what you got to say to mom." And so I wrote down, "Yeah mom, I'm here having fun, love you." And I was like, I remember I gave it back to her, and then I had asked her, I'm like,
How are we gonna send it?
"How are you gonna send it to her?" And then she was just like, and that's when they clicked for her. She was like, oh, no, it's just for later. Like, she was playing it off.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, I was a kid. I was like, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then fucking Rachel emptied out of her bag. She finally found the key.
Oh my god. She
Yeah.
had it the whole time.
It was ridiculous that she tried to write a letter to
She
her
didn't
mom.
look in her bag at all.
Dude, she was like in 5th grade. Like, come on, you can't be
And you were like in what? Third or second?
first.
Oh,
No,
first grade. Damn.
probably. She was 6th grade if I was in first. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh wait, did
Oh,
you
okay.
fail a grade?
Yeah, well, yeah. So I had one in school in Mexico.
Oh.
And I came
I've
over
done that.
here.
And they don't count that shit.
And no, it wasn't that. It was that I didn't know English anymore.
Yeah.
So I knew Spanglish. So I didn't know good English or good Spanish. So I was speaking half and half, like to finish my sentences.
Yeah.
And writing too, I did not know how to write in English. And-
That's crazy how some of that education doesn't transfer as
Mhm,
like
over here.
even low key they have like
Mm.
better education than we do.
And
Like they're
then
fucking smart Mexicans.
Yeah. So basically, I'm just a year behind because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, because we graduate at the same time.
Yeah, I'm like 9
9 months.
9 months. Yeah, 9 months or 3 months apart
Yeah.
from our birthdays.
Mhm.
I
So,
remember growing up, I would always get mad at Joe because we'd be the same age for like 3 months or something,
Yeah.
and he would turn the year older than me and I'd be like, "Damn it, Joe!
I almost caught up to
Like,
you.
always when I catch up, you always like go up in age. I'm gonna catch up to you one day."
Yeah, he always thought that shit.
Oh, that's crazy.
For some reason, I thought Joe did it on purpose.
I just level up. I was back then when I would always go to Nick's house. I was fucking terrified of Sergio because he would walk in,
Mm-hmm.
he wouldn't say shit, and he would just like stomp to his room
Yeah,
and
it's-
close his door, and I would just be like, oh shit, like what? Is he gonna
Yeah.
beat me up today?
And Sergio was one of those like emo kids.
Back
Growing
in the
up.
day, he
Dude,
was.
I
in
love
high
that
school.
vampire shit, man.
Oh, let's got some of like Jose and Amber, which
Oh
is
my
like
God.
another people we work with.
Fucking hate that.
They
Nah,
told
Jose's
me
cool.
by the time
You-
that you hopped on a car, like the trunk of it, and like you used to wear those trench coats and stuff, and you
No, I'm not trench coats.
or something like
I just used to wear like a lot of black shirts and like fishnets and like trip pants. Have you
Yeah.
guys heard of trip pants?
I think so, yeah.
Trip pants is like those really
yeah.
Oh,
baggy
yeah,
black
yeah.
pants with like the straps
Yeah,
everywhere.
and they told me like I'm a vampire, and then
Fucking vampire.
this one girl was really into you, and she thought you were actually a vampire.
But anyhow,
He bit her later that night.
yeah, whatever.
How'd you know about that, Joe?
Who told you?
Oh,
But yeah, you know, ever since I started rebelling, you know,
Mhm.
when it actually started is around the year 2000. Whenever everybody started getting scared because they thought the world was gonna end,
Mhm.
so everybody started going to church more.
Mhm.
And my mom's like, no, like I got to take away, your Pokemon game. I got to take away your CDs. All that's the devil. And I was
Mm.
like, man, fuck, this sucks. I hate this.
I'm trying to level up my Pikachu.
Yeah,
Damn,
dude, I put a lot of hours into my game, man.
Yeah.
I hate that shit, man. I hate like what like religion does to people. Like they make everything out to be like it's the devil.
Yeah.
And that's the most like I remember I was super religious
Like
growing
some
up.
water boy type shit.
Like, I was like so religious growing up.
Oh
I
my
thought it was.
god.
And I went over to Nick's house, and you had just bought him that game,
Vice City.
Vice City.
Grand Theft
Oh.
Auto.
Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Mhm.
And I remember in church we had went over a lesson talking about that Grand Theft Auto is the devil and that Satan and Satanas is gonna kill you at night if you play this fucking game. And then
Mhm.
I came over to Nick's house and I just like walked to his room. He's playing this game.
And
I'm
me
like,
and I was little too.
yeah, I was
and
like, bro, Nick, what are you doing? I was like, you're gonna die, bro. Like the devil's gonna get you.
And I was like,
he's
what?
What are you talking about? And I'm like, dude, you're gonna die tonight if you don't destroy. If you don't destroy this game right now, the devil's gonna get you in your sleep. And he was just like, are you for real? So we ended up just scratching the whole disc
Mhm.
on the side of a brick.
Yeah, on the side of our like Mueble and shit, and the fireplace that was in my room.
Yeah. And then I remember you came in one day trying to play it, and he told you that I like broke it or something for him. Like, oh, maybe you
Matt,
destroy
where
it.
is he? I'm gonna beat his ass.
that's probably why I was
I
scared.
remember
of you.
like in that house, Sergio would come in my room in the middle of the night and start playing video games
Remember that random
on my
kid?
Xbox. Dude, that
Tell
random
him,
kid.
Tell
that-
him about that random
So,
kid.
in the neighborhood that we lived in, there's this house, like across the street and one house over.
Yeah.
And there's this kid. He was like malito, I think. Well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that or like he just didn't really have really good social skills.
Okay.
And every now and then he would just walk into our house.
No shit.
Yeah, like, cause me and him like became friends, and like I guess he didn't understand like you have to like tell
Ask
someone you're
permission.
coming over or like
Yeah.
knock or something. So he would just walk in the house or whatever.
It's probably autistic.
something like, I don't know, something. And then one day, Joe came over and I wasn't there. I was still at school, and
I came over. I pulled up to Nick's room and I seen Nick's his game is on because through the fireplace you can see his room. So I saw his game was on. I saw someone playing fucking Xbox on the couch. He had a little couch in there. So I walk in. I'm like, "What's up, Nick?" And it's this little white kid. I'm just like,
Who are you?
Okay. And then I left and I'm like, "Hey, Gloria, like,
There's a
where's
kid in
Nick?
here.
Where's Nick at?" And he's like, "Oh, he's at school or something." I was like, "Well, who's in his room?" She's like, "What?" And she went over there. I don't know. I don't remember if she kicked him out or what happened, but she didn't know he was in there.
Well, I mean, it's surprising because they lock like every single lock.
and that
Like,
that house, our door was open a lot.
They're
It was unlocked a lot.
they're expecting like a master locksmith
Yeah.
to like break in.
Well, that's my biggest
No.
fear. Like, people walking in the
Mhm.
house and killing me while I'm asleep. Like,
Yeah.
that's literally
Dude,
my,
that kid would have done it.
that's literally my biggest fear because, so I've been watching a lot of movies and they've been about cults, like cult shit, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of it has to do with people who are around your life, and they'll do shit to you to fuck you up, and then by the end of it you're possessed.
Yeah.
And in all these movies, like they're at the end of the movie, they're like in their house already. And it's like my biggest fear waking up. Like, you know, when you wake up and you go in the restroom, you're not even awake. You're just kind of like, you know, you have to like,
Yeah.
your body's just taking you there. You're gonna pee and you're gonna go back to sleep. So my biggest fear is doing that and then just getting my throat slit or possessed or something.
Oh.
Because the other night I had a scary ass dream in my house. Like it
Yeah.
felt real. And
Recently?
like
it's probably that girl from the other
day.
one.
Yeah,
Bruh.
right.
From the other day.
I'm telling you. Okay, so let's ask our listeners if we can stay the night at Joe's and like stay up all night.
Well, I
and
mean,
just, like,
it
record
was
I'm
something.
good.
It was just one bad dream. But anyway, my neighbors are these old white people. They're really nice people. I've talked to them a couple times.
Okay.
But I had a dream that they were cult leaders
Yeah.
and that they were in my house. I remember going to the restroom in my dream and I saw the dude just standing there and the lady was at the end of the hallway. I was like, "Fuck, no, I'm gonna fuck this bitch up." You know, she's like, she's about to come at me. I'm gonna fuck her up.
Yeah.
So she came at me running, just dum, 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 dum. I'm like, "Oh fuck!" So I tried sticking her. She caught my fist in my dream,
Oh,
and then she grabbed me
fuck.
by my leg and threw me across the hallway.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I look around, I look Rachel's room, she's gone. I'm like, "Fuck, she's dead." And
She's dead.
And then I look
she
at the
knows
roof,
taijutsu?
I gotta move on.
and then I look in the roof, and my mom's crawling on the ceiling.
Oh
and
my
I'm
What
like,
the
god.
hell?
I'm like, "Damn, mom, I'm about to fuck you up." No, but at one point, I'm just in the corner and I'm hiding.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Yeah, I'm hiding in the corner, and then I run out the door when I see my chance.
Yeah.
And the second I step out, I don't know what happened to me, but my mom stabbed me in my gut, and then like started bringing the knife down, and then I like felt pain in my dream because when I woke up, I was screaming. I was like, ah! No, I was screaming loud as shit, and then I was like,
Damn.
and I checked the time, it was 3:30, and I was like,
Oh fuck, that's witching hour.
Okay, so yeah, if movies have taught
Well,
me anything, it's
well-
always 3 a.m.
now you know that if it happens in real life,
It's-
you'd be able to handle yourself. Like, all right, I gotta fuck some people up.
I'm gonna get my if I get my ass thrown across the room
That's
by
it.
a fucking old lady.
If you get your ass on, that's
yeah,
it for
that's
everybody.
it. No one's gonna.
The whole world's
everyone's
gone.
Dead. Everyone's dead. No one's stopping that.
Imagine you as a like possessed person. Oh,
that would be
everyone's
horrible.
dead.
I was thinking about that. Like,
I'd be scared of you if you were a zombie.
Like, yeah, I was about to bring that up.
Scared
If we were
of you in
zombies,
general.
like, if we were zombies, bro, I'd be the first one dead.
Bro, you'd be the fucking juggernaut zombie.
Yeah, like I'd be like the boss you fight at the
Goddamn.
end. like,
boom,
I'm just walking around,
boom.
putting bullets in me. I'm just swinging people and shit.
yeah, you'd be a meme.
Boom.
Speaking of zombies,
The final zombie boss that you gotta fight.
what's the first place you would go if
An apocalypse.
in an apocalypse? Let's say you're going to work,
Mm.
and on the way to work, you see all this shit,
Okay.
like cars crashing. You're like, okay, on the way to work, you just realized
Yeah.
there's a zombie apocalypse. Where are you going? Back
Home.
home? You?
Home, because I know Sergio will probably be here.
Yeah, probably home. We'd have to give ourselves some time.
Where would you regroup at with everybody?
What do you mean?
Well,
Would
depends
you
on-
would you just be like, okay, it's my immediate family, let's get to safety, or let's board up the house.
Immediate family.
Like
Let's-
yeah, right here.
Probably get to
Well,
safety.
first and foremost, since there's no more laws, I'll probably go beat up my baby mama. And then
Oh
we'll take
my
the kids.
god. Jesus Christ.
Dude,
And be like, oh yeah, like what
it's
you
a
gonna do
zombie
now?
apocalypse, bro.
Bro.
Dude, I'll still
Oh yeah,
fuck her
you
up.
have to get your kids and shit.
Yeah, I gotta get my kids, man. Like,
You didn't even think of that.
no,
He
that,
just said to like
Yeah,
beat
yeah.
up his baby mom to get his kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
just talking about I'm
No.
beat her up and go.
Just in general, go beat her up.
And then on the way, yeah, I thought he was gonna beat her up.
And then he's like driving home like, oh shit, the kids.
yeah.
Where do you think the
Nah,
safest
nah.
spot would be? I've heard boats. I know the worst spot to go to would be like Walmart or some shit.
Oh yeah, of course.
You're gonna die.
I would leave the city. Like
Ferris?
with everybody.
You're coming over?
Yeah.
I would take my life straw.
Finally gonna use this thing.
Because we need water, man.
I could finally use all the swords and shit I have, knives and everything.
You're gonna be like Michonne from The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
You
basically.
just be like
Have all the swords and
slice
shit.
everybody.
Knives, everything.
Bro, you gotta sharpen them hoes, man.
You know what it's always like
I
been
will
done
in the
to
zombie
me
apocalypse.
in zombie movies is like the people who are in the zombie movies. It's like they'll see this person eating another person. They'll be like, "Are you okay? Oh my god, what's happening?"
That's the
Nah,
dumbest
and then,
shit.
and then they'll get eaten themselves, and they'll just start spreading it. Like
It's always some
like
dumbass
it's,
white
it's,
person.
it's like in that universe they don't know like zombies don't exist at all.
Have you ever seen another ethnic person do that in a movie? Nope.
Nope.
It's always some white person.
No, you know what I have.
Have you?
You know
Yeah,
what I
there's a
think?
Japanese one. So
All
something
of-
train.
All of these zombie movies
Mm-hmm.
take place in a reality where they've never watched.
Yeah, like
yeah.
zombie
zombie
movies or anything.
so they don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, like they don't know like to go for the head and everything,
Yeah.
all that type of shit.
Yeah.
But
That's
I
the
wonder if
first
like
thing I would do.
is that like a reality? Like, do you think that would be a like an actual like move in like our world? Like, if you shoot them in the head, they'll be dead.
I mean, I would do it regardless. If you shoot anything in the head, they're dead.
Like, because according to movies, that's what we've been taught, right?
Yeah, no, but in general, like
Mhm.
if it's like organism that can move,
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot it in the head.
Hey, watch it be like in this reality, you have to like shoot him in the foot or something. And, like,
Imagine.
in order to bring him down.
Dude, that would suck. That'd be harder.
Yeah.
Smaller
Yeah, I don't-
target.
Wait, hold on, quit moving.
And then like, especially if you're like swords and shit, like, oh fuck, I gotta get close to her
Poke
foot.
'em. Poke 'em. Did y'all see that Zombieland 2?
The trailer, yeah, I
The
saw
trailer,
it.
yeah.
Did you see it?
One more thing, I also have a warhammer in my toolbox.
A
Huh?
warhammer?
Well, I'd consider it a warhammer. It's like a really big hammer.
Go get it.
I had to use it to like take off the.
Have you
brake
seen The
drums.
Hobbit?
I want to see it.
Have you
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
The
'cause-
Hobbit? With the dwarves, they have warhammers.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's him. They have.
Wait.
They're like short and they have big old beards and they have
Yeah.
warhammers.
Yeah, that's me.
I want to see this hammer.
Okay, so next to you guys, if we're like holding like weapons, he like has a sword. You have whatever the hell you have.
His fist.
Yeah. I would look
Heads
like
explode.
Just dip my fist into like metal and then swing them around.
I would look like a hobbit next to you guys.
Yeah. we'd be the fucking trees in Lord of the Rings.
I think I wouldn't want to survive. I'd be
Really?
like, yeah, I'd be like, just take my ass.
I'd survive for a while.
That'd be a shitty place, like shitty reality
I wouldn't-
to live.
I wouldn't want it to happen when my parents are alive. Or like, because then I'll have to worry about them.
But then at that point, you might have kids. That'd probably be worse.
Fucking throw them. Distraction. Monkey bombs.
No,
No, it's not that easy.
No, of course
it's
not.
not that easy. I've tried it.
You know,
They remember where they lived.
the thing that makes it so hard is if you know, if the TV shows have taught me anything or the movies,
Mhm.
you got to watch out for other people.
Mhm.
That's like the main thing.
Dude,
They will take all your shit, all
Absolutely.
your weapons, whatever.
to survive. People
But
do crazy shit to survive.
I had an idea where I'd like strap a bomb on me. You know,
Mhm.
so if anybody ever came up to me like try to steal my shit, I'll be like, motherfucker, I got a bomb. I'll take us both out right now.
Hey guys, do you have any? He wasn't even trying to kill you.
Dude, you know what'd be the
Literally
worst?
can't trust anyone.
Is if the zombies were like the fast zombies. I'll be
Oh,
dead.
dude, that
That's
was
Yeah,
it.
like in
That's
Walking
it,
Dead,
dude.
they're slow as zombies, but like
Yeah.
in World War Z, they're
Dude,
like
fuck that.
parkour zombies and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I'll be like, nah, I give up.
Yeah.
It's like sick. They have like infinite stamina.
Do you think zombies are stronger or weaker than their human selves?
Who?
Zombies.
Well, they don't feel pain, so they don't have physical
No,
limitations.
not that way. I'm talking about like physically strong as far as like muscles and shit. Do you think they
No.
be overpower you?
That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't feel pain, so they don't have physical limitations. So they're like they could use like 100% of like what they could use.
Okay, so you say they
Yeah,
overpower
they
you.
would absolutely overpower. Like
See-
even like infants, like they don't know what strain is, so they'll be like they'll use like 100% of their like power.
I think I'd be 10
Type
times more
shit.
scared of a small zombie than a big ass
a
zombie.
fucking little kid,
Little
little
baby
kid
zombie.
zombies, dude. Fuck that. I'll punt them asses.
Well, they latch onto your leg immediately.
I'm fucking dead.
Fuck,
Well,
yeah.
I'd have to get my hands on some riot gear for sure.
Mhm.
Those be the hardest zombies to kill too in the movies.
Dude, the
Oh,
riot gear,
riot
riot
gear
gear
one?
zombies.
well, I mean, if they're wearing like their mask or whatever,
Yeah.
like they can't bite through that.
Poke you in the motherfucking eye. That's what my coach used to say. Yeah, he was like,
Football.
Yeah, in football he was like, God damn it, I don't cuss, but you better fucking make me do it. I'm gonna poke you in the motherfucking eye. And he'll be like, And he had like the chubbiest fingers ever too. So that'd be scary.
I wonder if this
Dude.
training tool will make my fingers fat.
Dude, one time
Maybe.
on like the way home from church, was like some random ass day when I was like young. It was me and Lily, my sister, in the back of the car, and we're doing something. We're like putting our fingers in each other's like eye, like almost touching it. Like,
What?
We're like, I'm not touching you.
Did y'all hit a bump?
Dude, we hit a fucking bump. My finger went in
Pink
her
eye.
eye.
Pink eye.
My finger went like in her eye socket, and it was the grossest thing. I was like, and I pulled. I was like,
You pulled it
oh
out.
my god! And she was like screaming. And shit.
You
Dude,
licked it.
oh my god, it was like something I'll never forget. Like my finger literally went in her eye socket, and like it gives me chills like just thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest shit.
That's nasty. Have you seen? There's a video of this guy in I think he was in a foreign league or it was basketball, but they were playing basketball and they're playing defense, and he went up for I don't know exactly what happened, but the point is someone's finger ended up in this dude's eye. His eyeball was outside of his skull.
Oh, nice.
And then so they laid him down, and it looks disgusting. But they laid him down, and they got like eye contact solution. They just sprayed the eye like all over, and it just slid back into the skull.
So apparently, Johnny Knoxville from Jackass,
Mm-hmm.
his eye has popped out of his like socket before, and apparently like he just instinctively like popped it back in. Like it wasn't like he didn't think about it. And he
You
just
just
went,
close
"Boop."
your nose.
And they asked him, like I've always wondered like if that happens, like can you still see? Apparently, like it went like blurry.
Probably, yeah. I
Personally,
wouldn't
yeah.
be able to.
But
It's not like a camera, like
Mhm.
on a tripod or something where you can like angle it.
and it's crazy because like if like when like stuff like that happens like quickly, like your eye falls out, like he just instinctively pops it back. I've heard like stories like people like knees pop and they just like put it back in real quick, like don't make any reaction, just fucking pop it back in like real quick. Like it's crazy like how your mind's like, okay, I need to take care of this right now. Nothing else matters. Just boom.
When your body knows that it's gonna rain, like
Yeah.
your
Oh.
joints start hurting.
For me, I
Oh,
can
yeah.
smell it.
My
I-
tits get hard. It's gonna rain today.
For me, I can smell it in the air, like when it's about to rain.
Mhm. I pee a little bit on myself.
You just-
Well, the
it's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain today.
You're just standing in the middle of a store. You're just peeing on yourself. Like
It's raining.
the rain is coming.
the pressure gets low.
in
and
the
then-
atmosphere.
yeah.
Well, animals can tell when it's gonna rain.
Yeah, or I don't know. I guess.
They do.
Anyways.
Just like
Oh
birds.
yeah. Have you asked them?
Yeah, yeah. You don't talk to
Yes.
them?
And they're like, "Hey man, it's about to rain."
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, bro, the rain's coming, bro. Put your shit
No,
up.
like, like with the birds and shit. Like
Was that a red bird?
they fly south
What?
or north.
No,
No, they
dude,
fly
that's-
north.
Are you talking about for the winter?
That's for the winter time.
Yeah, I
man.
know, but they
I'm
can
talking about-
tell.
I'm
Like,
talking about when it rains.
They know when to go. It's like it's instinct.
Oh, yeah,
No
they-
one tells them to go. Just
Yeah,
like
they know when it's gonna come. They don't fly to the north or the south. Specifically, they just fly like to somewhere safe.
no, they fly somewhere.
Somewhere safe.
Also found it weird how, evolution.
Hmm.
How did snakes decide? Like, damn,
I don't need no
I
legs.
want poison to come out of I want poison to come out of my teeth, so this motherfucker will stop moving and I can eat him in peace.
I don't think. Well, they don't say like, oh, well,
No, they
probably like
don't.
the ancestors was like, damn, I wish they like would fucking stop moving and shit.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
like,
So
like,
it's like
after thousands of years, like they
Well,
developed.
I think what it was is that some of them already have it from the
Mhm.
beginning, and maybe only one has it or some shit,
Yeah.
and then a lot of them don't have it. So the
And
ones that
they
don't
made
have it
it-
die off.
because they couldn't get food.
Exactly, because they
all
couldn't.
that
They would
shit.
die off before
So then the
everything. So only,
venomous
the only
ones
ones, yeah,
kept-
the only ones who would
That's-
survive
that's
is the
still
kept
venomous.
weird.
evolving.
that's still weird. Like that's something intentional. Like
What's the defense mechanism? Like every animal has a defense mechanism, no matter what.
I still
Like
think that's
like an
weird.
exoskeleton. or-
Mine's just to shit myself.
Start
Anything surprises me, I shit myself.
and throw it at them.
Get away
Okay.
from me.
Oh yeah, so
Someone
Uh,
tries to fucking tickle me. That's
more-
what I do.
Everyone just to tickle Nick.
Dude, I don't understand. Like, so I'm very, very ticklish.
yeah.
And if anyone hears that I'm super ticklish, they try to fucking tickle me.
Wow.
The worst is when it's fucking, like, just dudes doing it.
Yeah.
I yell at them now. Like, at this point, I don't take that shit. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is wrong with you? Don't touch me.
Yeah, Nick's not playing.
Yeah, you're not playing around.
Nah.
He's gonna go Super
So
Saiyan.
if
on your
any,
ass.
if any of our fans meet Nick, tickle him.
Do not
Oh,
tickle him.
I'm gonna fucking punch somebody. Dude,
Hey, you're from the podcast.
I just start screaming, get over me.
He'll do a spinning kick.
My poop comes out.
Oh yeah, so I totally forgot about the story, man. I wanted to bring it up.
Mhm.
I actually did wake up in the pool of my poop.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
Dude.
I was close to the end of my military service, and we were still doing, field ops and stuff.
Yeah.
Or I was doing field ops with my unit, and we were out there in the middle of the desert.
Hmm.
So anyhow, we have to have water,
Yeah.
and where we get our water from, we have like this trailer tank or whatever, and the Navy medics, they're in charge of purifying it. Like they have to put like tablets in it.
Yeah.
And I think they put in too much, because a lot of people got sick, just drinking that water, because we're constantly like pounding water to stay hydrated because it's hot, and there was way too much chlorine, and at nighttime, I woke up and it was like wet,
Oh,
and it was poop.
fuck.
Yeah, I had pooped myself. I had to radio in for the medic to come by, and their answer to everything is like, here, take some Motrin,
Just put some ice
hydrate.
on it.
I'm like, motherfucker, the water is what got me sick.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah.
What's
What the fuck
that?
you talking about?
What's Motrin?
Motrin is like a medicine. It's like a Tylenol.
Okay.
It's like, oh, you got pink eye? Here, take some Motrin.
Also, like Robitussin.
Yeah. So no, it's
No. I'm
Robitussin.
not saying the medicine is like Robitussin. It's like the same like thing as Robitussin. Like you broke your arm, take some Robitussin.
No, it's like
No.
with Mexican parents, like, hey, put some vapor rub on your
Yeah.
chest. You'll be
Robitussin.
better.
Robitussin is for a cold.
I know, but like
It's
black,
saying,
people,
like,
black people use it for everything.
That's
Do
the
they?
general
Yeah.
fix for everything. And then
Like for Mexicans, it'd be
it's
like
vapor
rub.
vapor rub.
Yeah,
For
Put it
black
on your
people, it'd be
chest or-
Robitussin.
Put it on the bottom of your feet. Put some socks on. You'll be better in the morning type shit.
yeah. For Marines, it's Motrin.
Like
Everything.
I remember I had fucked up my knee a while back,
Yeah.
and instead of going to the doctor, I went to a guy who like rubs your shit. You know
Yeah.
those dudes.
What?
Huh?
Like
A guy rubs your shit?
okay, a guy rubbed my knee, not my
Oh.
dick.
What?
Maybe he did both.
Oh, I meant your poop.
Oh, he did both. He
He
rubbed my
rubs your
poop,
poop.
on my knee. No. But no. But like instead of going to the doctor, I went to this guy, and like everyone knows the guy that does that kind of shit.
Mhm.
And so my thought, in my mind, I was just like, why am I going to the guy to rub my knee? Like this is weird.
Yeah.
And then I thought when I pulled up, I thought he was gonna slap my knee with like mint leaves or something,
Okay,
and
okay.
like like be really
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
And then he took me to the back of his house, and there was like this shed. And it sounds really weird from here, but no, it was like an office. It was an office.
I felt like you're about to remember some shit you suppressed.
Just use it as clickbait. Joe remembers what in the shed? No, but
Joe's doctor took him in a shed.
yeah, and then
Question mark?
he started rubbing my knee and shit. And he was pinpointing certain parts of my leg.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, does this hurt?" And I was like, "No, it doesn't hurt up here." He touched it, and it was like excruciating pain. And I was like, "Oh," he's like, "Yeah, look, the pain from here shifted it here to here." And so he was touching all these points, and I was like, "Maybe this guy does know what he's talking about."
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought he was gonna slap me with leaves and shit until my knee got better.
So where was you didn't finish your story for the military thing?
So I mean, that was that. That's their answer.
He
to
just
everything.
he just said
Here,
like
yeah, take some Motrin,
take some
whatever.
Motrin.
So, I ended up having I still had to keep my sleeping bag, because you have to turn in all that. You have to turn in all that gear.
Yeah.
But at least they took 15 or 20 of us
Mhm.
back to base.
Okay,
So
okay.
we could wash our shit
Damn,
or
dude.
wash
So,
your shit
like,
off our sleeping bag.
Like a bunch of people like just shit themselves.
You know that
Jesus.
base in
The,
Corpus Christi?
I don't know.
The what is it? The Coast Guard.
No, I'm not
um,
a Coast Guard.
He was a Marine.
I know, but maybe everyone knows about the Corpus
Nah.
Christi.
No,
thing.
we're either east or west.
But anyway, I went on a trip down there for I used to be in JROTC, and we had to get like bags and shit. Like we had to
Yeah,
rent
yeah.
them out, and they gave me a bag to put all my clothes in. Like what are they called? The
A
sacks.
sack.
Yeah.
Like a
Rucksack.
sea bag.
Yeah, the sacks. And bro, when I opened mine up, it smelled like throw up.
Oh
Like
my
straight
god.
throw up. Like the worst puke.
Like that acid smell.
that acid smell.
Ugh.
I opened it. It's just throw up from the top to the bottom.
Jesus.
And I was like,
Did someone puke in there? Or
yeah,
what?
yeah, but it was old dried throw up. So I was
Oh,
like,
shit. That's not good.
can I get a new one? And they're like, why, boy? And they opened it up. God damn, what'd you do to this thing? I was like, I didn't throw
Dude,
up
look
in
at it.
Yeah, I didn't
It's
throw
dry.
up. Yeah, it's dry as
It's
throw.
flaking off right now.
Yeah, it was nasty, bro. So
You were in ROTC?
yeah, I mean, just middle school, the JROTC.
If they had that program in Duncanville High School, that was like literally the only program they didn't have, I would have probably been in the military.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
because I was planning on joining it my freshman year and everything, but they didn't offer it. So I ended up doing football and like
I mean,
some
you-
other shit.
You didn't have to be in ROTC to join.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, but that would have like sealed the deal for me. Because
Oh, would it?
if I'd
Oh.
started from high school, I would have like continued. You know?
That JROTC instructor, he was known for slapping kids,
Good.
and then
Some
Yes.
kids need to be slapped.
It's called hazing.
and he got fired for it.
Oh, bro. That's,
Yeah.
I went to Corpus Christi, but it was for art competition.
yeah.
Yeah, because I won in district, was like in Waco or something, and then they sent me to district, which was in fucking Corpus. We were there for like 3 or 4 days, and they gave us like money for food and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dude, this is fucking amazing. And our hotel's literally on the beach. Like you go out the pool, because there was a pool in the hotel, and then you go out the door, and literally you're on the beach, like already. I remember one morning I just went out there and like just sat out there, watched the sunrise, and I was like, dude, I'm fucking here right now. This is crazy. Like literally just because of my art.
Being out of town.
Yeah,
Being out of town, yeah.
being out of town, being on the fucking beach, watching the sunrise. It was crazy.
Yeah, that feeling is pretty. I think the first time I got that feeling was when we went to Austin together.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was the first
Oh
time.
yeah.
That's the first time I had like left, I guess, Dallas like by myself
Yeah.
without like going on a trip with my mom or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a good feeling to have. Like
You-
growing up.
You
I
went to the
guess.
Kanye concert, right?
Yeah, I went to the Kanye concert and Nick just went to go get
Yeah.
food.
It was literally because Joe asked me one day, it was like, hey, you want to go to Austin like next week? I was like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go to the Kanye concert, but like I don't know if you want to just go to Austin, you know,
Yeah.
and then we can do our own thing the day
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
the day after. So yeah,
Isn't that crazy? Like seeing them on the stage, like, you know.
yeah. Like I'm
Like,
like, damn,
wasn't
this
his
is a
shit
real
like-
person.
Damn,
wasn't
that's
he-
crazy, that's him.
Yeah,
Wasn't he
yeah.
like floating like above
Yeah,
everybody?
his stage was floating over the mosh, and the mosh would follow the stage, and they were
Yeah.
just like moshing and shit. And I was like up in this little chair and shit. I was like, I want to be down there. I'm
you,
at,
you had the nosebleed seats.
yeah, exactly. And I'm actually going to a concert this Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the Flatbush Zombies, and they're a rap group, but they're known for their mosh pits. Like
Yeah.
that's their big thing. Like their music is almost mosh music for rap,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm gonna go mosh the fuck out of that
Dude,
hole.
you're
on
literally
Saturday.
gonna look like Shaq.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
fucking
Shaq
the-
in that. Have you seen the video of Shaq?
Yeah.
He's
Shaq
like
in the
he's
mosh
like
pit
like
and
in a
shit.
mosh pit. He's like moving people and shit.
He's just like push, and then
Like-
like everybody gets up on him and shit.
Mhm.
That's the funniest thing.
I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna post it on
Yeah.
on
You should get one of your
Twitter.
friends to record it too. Are
Yeah,
you
I am.
going for-
Yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna have them hold my glasses and shit too.
Okay,
cause,
yeah, you should.
Because I don't want. Because people start sticking you in them hoes. Like they
Mm.
start swinging and shit.
Are you gonna fucking kill people?
It,
by
I'm
punching
gonna tell.
them?
I'm gonna tell my friend Juan because he's going and he's always the
Yeah.
one that like likes looking out for people.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell him, hey, bro, if anyone sticks me, like let me know. Like look at me, and if
Yeah.
someone sticks me, let me know who it was so I can beat their ass.
Oh, okay, just fucking start.
Yeah. So if someone
Ah.
sticks me, and I'm gonna look at the video and be like, hey, Juan, who was it?
Dude, literally, you just gotta punch him once and just.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck him.
put
No,
it
I'm
down.
gonna pick him up and slam him on the ground.
Bro, you better
Jeez.
make it to our next podcast.
Right?
Otherwise, we're gonna go to your house and beat you up too.
I'm gonna be in the hospital, live from the hospital.
We're gonna make that
recording
dream
our
come true.
last podcast.
fucking stab you.
Huh?
Or if
Huh?
you're like,
What's up?
yeah, we'll bring all the equipment. How far along are we?
We're an hour in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Let's keep going a little bit because there's definitely some stuff I'm gonna cut out.
but oh no, we can keep going, but we
Yeah.
should just wrap it up soon.
Sure. Have you ever like been in the hospital like overnight or anything?
No, I mean overnight.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so.
Or like what's like the biggest reason you've been to a
I
hospital?
broke my arm when I was a kid. A kid.
I remember you breaking your
yeah,
arm.
we were playing tag on the playground,
Mhm.
and a kid pushed me off of the tube. You know those tubes that you go through.
Yeah.
So instead of going through it, I was on top of it. Like everyone would
Oh,
go on top
shit.
of him
yeah.
and run across it. And so I was on top. We were playing tag, but
That
he
was the
didn't.
thing to do if you're cool when you're little.
Yeah, and he didn't tag me, but he pushed me off. He said tag, and he pushed my ass off, and I landed it on the floor. And I
Boy
didn't
got you like
Mufasa?
Mufasa.
and I didn't land weird, but he jumped on me, and he jumped on my elbow, and my elbow just
Jesus
snapped.
Christ.
And then I remember I didn't feel the pain, and then I was just everyone was looking at me weird because
you got up in your arm.
my bone was sticking out.
oh my
Oh,
god.
shit.
And I didn't feel it. I didn't start crying immediately.
We're from. Do you guys still have a
No,
scar?
I don't have a scar or anything. I just know if I put my arms
Yeah.
straight, like apparently this sticks out differently.
You flex right now?
No, I actually I don't even think I got left with anything. But yeah, I pulled it. I went up to my sister and my ride, and I showed them my arm, and they started freaking out. And when they freaked
Jesus.
out, I started crying.
Oh yeah.
And then I looked down, and I could see like my skin, like the sun go through the skin because
yeah.
my bone was expanding the skin, so I can see it was like translucent skin.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh shit! And they took me to the nurse. She wrapped it in fucking bandages and put
Bro.
ice on it. And I went home. And I waited for my mom.
Bro,
for,
seriously?
Yeah, I went home for like 2.5 hours, whatever.
Oh my God.
However long it took my mom to get home. I was watching Arthur chilling on the couch with just a bag of ice. My mom comes home. She's like, "Oh, you sprained your arm or you broke it?" I was like, "I don't know." And so she opens it, unwraps it. She saw my bone. She like gagged, and then she called the ambulance.
Jesus.
Yeah, so she didn't know it was that bad.
She
Of
called an
course,
ambulance? Hell
yeah.
no.
Fucking
I'll
ner-
drive your ass
How
there.
did the nurse not call your mom?
I don't know.
This was at school, right?
Yeah, and
Bro.
I went to the hospital that night.
If I was the parent, I would beat that nurse's ass.
Yeah, your mom almost beat up some people at my school.
For real?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
For what?
They didn't let me use the phone to call my mom because I didn't have a ride home one
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
and
You didn't hear about this?
No?
and
Oh, I probably did.
I
at some
didn't have a
point.
ride home one day from school, and I tried calling my mom. We got it at 3, and it was like
Mhm.
3:05 or 3:10. I had asked the lady at the office, "Hey, can I use the phone to call my mom? I don't have a ride." She's like, "You can't use the phone until 3:45," and I was
The
like,
fuck?
"Why?" She was like, "Oh no, the thing was I had 2 rides that day. I didn't know who to go with, so I wanted
Yeah.
to call my mom." And I was like, "I need to use it now because my rides are about to leave, and I don't know who to go with." And so she's like, "No, you can't use it until 3:45." I was like, "Okay." So then I went outside. One of my rides was already gone,
Mhm.
and then I went to the other lady, and she was gone.
Mhm.
So I had no ride home, and so I was like, instead of bothering that lady, I went walking home. And
Oh, yeah,
I had
I
lived
got
like
that.
about 5 miles, but 5 miles in 3rd grade, like
no,
that's a
yeah,
lot.
for sure.
That's way
5
too much.
miles?
It was like 5.5 miles.
Okay, okay.
I went to school over there by, you know where Fitos is at,
Yeah,
right there, and then I had to walk. Remember the Jefferson Dental Clinic
yeah, yeah.
where I used to live?
Okay,
By the,
yeah.
That's where I walked.
Isn't it in over by Hampton Station in Dallas?
Dude, that's
Dart?
Somewhat by
When you're
there.
that young, that's way too fucking
Yeah,
far.
and then I was scared of high school kids at the time, so I
Yeah.
walked around Sunset.
Dude, it's weird because, like, whenever I pass Molina,
Mm-hmm.
like, I still feel like everyone there is older than me. Because, like, we'd go there and pick up Sergio when I was little, and, like, we'd pick up Lily, my sister.
Yeah.
And, like, everyone's always older at that point. But, like, even now, it's like, wait, those are fucking kids right now.
Yeah,
Like,
they are, yeah.
Holy
Mhm.
shit.
Oh, and we went when I got home. There was like policemen
Mhm.
and shit. and
Oh,
my
they were
mom-
looking for you?
Yeah, literally like the second, like a block before I got home.
Yeah.
My mom saw me from the street, and she like Fast and Furious drifted and shit into the alley.
Damn.
Yeah, she went and she cut me off, and she got out the car crying, run into me, and then I was like, what? I'm just walking home, and then I had like a Twix bar too and everything in my hand, and like a soda or something. I was like, I'm parched, and I when I got to the place, both my rides were there, and they were like getting mad at me.
Yeah.
Like, how come you come with one of us? And I was like, I didn't know who to go with, and I
Yeah.
asked the lady to call so I can call my mom to ask her where
Was
to
my
go.
mom one of the rats?
No, it was 2 other ladies. Your mom
Okay,
never picked
okay.
me up from school, really.
Okay.
And anyway, your mom got contacted because she thought maybe your mom picked me up or something,
Yeah.
because your mom was like
Yeah.
always taking care of me as a kid too. And I had told them what had happened, that the lady didn't let me use the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So we go. Your mom takes us to the school, and like I just see your mom cussing the fuck out this lady. Like, why the fuck? Who's the dumb bitch who didn't let my brother use the phone? Bring that bitch out! Bring that bitch out! I remember that shit. And I was like, oh shit! And then Alfonso grabbed me, and he took me out the office. And I just see your mom. I see your arms like flailing and shit. And then your mom was just saying all this shit. And I was like, damn.
Dude, my mom's scary when she gets mad.
Yeah, she gets really scary. So I guess we'll just end it here. Until next time, make sure to follow us on our Instagram.
Check us out on YouTube.
At the Rest Area Podcast. Instagram, my personal one's Joe the Potas.
Mine's is Nico8. Make sure you check us on SoundCloud too. The YouTube channel, make sure like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we post.
Anything else, Sergio, on your way out?
That's all.
All right, see y'all next time.
All right, thanks guys.
Take care.